There's no better place for a morning jog than in Orlando, Florida. And that's what I was doing on the morning of March 3rd, 2020. I was in Orlando attending a church conference in the Sunshine State. Oh, good memories. I know, you might be thinking my life is really rough, but I was there dreaming for some amazing plans for North Park, Huron for the future. Then after the conference, I flew home, and I learned that I would probably be the last person in my family to get to visit Florida for a very long time. Then when I got back, during our Sunday weekend gathering of March the 8th, my team led in this worship song. I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm. I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm. And boy, we've been all living in those words, or trying to, ever since. And that will be the last time we would gather as a church community right until this very day. But then we pivoted straight to online prayer. And some of our local Huron leaders, along with Yvonne and myself, we encouraged our people in prayer online from the first few days, and we've been praying for them ever since. But then the ministry experimentation started. And thankfully, we started live streaming when we planted the church a couple of years ago. So we didn't need to figure that piece out. But everything now became about how do we keep people's attention online? And how do we have people engage online, not just watching this pretty face? Our worship team was out in front, serving our church community every weekend. So thank you guys for that. You are all amazing. And my role was to kind of keep the teaching going and keep it interesting, if I could. So I took my iPhone and my tripod and I hit the road for months. And we did teaching from everywhere. We did teaching from parking lots. And just a pointer, you always need to keep your eyes open. You never know when cars are coming when you're recording on a parking lot. Lesson learned. We did teaching from like mechanic shops. And I was never the handiest person, but Madison and Yvonne, hey, they fit right in. We did teaching from outdoor parks. Yvonne and I traveled to Peterborough one weekend to reminisce about where we first met and all the God stories in between. Something you might want to check out even right now. We did teaching in gravel pits. Not so sentimental or romantic, but hey, we did it. And we did like teaching around heavy equipment, dump trucks and tractors, even less sentimental, but we were there. And we did teaching even driving around in my SUV. Now, I'm still trying to figure out if that one was legal, so let's keep that one on the down low for right now. But all that to kind of keep your attention focused. And who knows if it worked? I don't know, but that was a capture of my teaching year. Right from the start of this, we believed and knew that prayer was more important than ever. So we prayed together, and we went to different places together digitally to pray. We went to the hospitals, and we stood on the grounds of the hospital just to pray God's blessings on the doctors and on the nurses and on all the patients there. We went to the local schools in the neighborhood just to ask God to be a blessing to the teachers and the students and all the people there. We went around the city to local businesses, just asking God to be a blessing on the owners and the employees and all the people that were affected by what was going on in the economy. And we definitely did hit the places where retail workers were working every single day in grocery stores and pharmacies and all that stuff, just to pray that God would be with them to keep them safe during a very crazy time. We prayed everywhere. It's hard to kind of just watch stuff online and never really be together. But we tried some interesting engagement pieces, I guess I could call them, over the course of the last few months. Of course, we did online lunches. Yes, you can still eat together over the internet, and we knew that. So after Sundays, Sunday morning service, we bring all of our best food to the table and we eat it together on the screens. A little bit weird, but we did it, and it was fun. Andrew DeBoer, just a shout out, he would put like our Sunday craft dinner offering or our like hash browns and bologna offering to shame. The dude is a master in the kitchen. We did some experimentation around outdoor worship. We did one gathering in a friend's backyard, and then we streamed it out to those who couldn't be there. That was pretty cool. We did one gathering outside the church, and I got to teach from one of my favorite places, got to make a grand entrance on the motorcycle. Yes, I did taught the thing from the motorcycle, and just so you know, it's not the first time that I've done that. We also started Huron groups in the midst of this thing. Just an online space for people to connect together over Zoom. Some of these groups eventually met together face-to-face, and some of those groups right now are even continuing to meet in some form as stuff is kind of still shifting around. But it was a connection point that we didn't have before COVID. So it's been a 2020, and now we're in 2021, and we are in reboot mode, and we are thinking about how God is calling us to create an unbelievable digital space that's designed primarily to reach the unchurched. So pray for us, because there's really challenging times ahead, but there's exciting, really exciting times ahead. So pray for us, and pray for us that maybe soon there's more jogs coming in Orlando.